I'm trying this new thing where if I'm outside and it might be noisy, I record with my phone and then use the audio of the phone. So let me know if it's better, difference between now and now. That's with the audio of the phone. What's up, welcome back guys, Sam and Brax here. And today I'm meeting with this guy, Steve, and he's an expert at branding and influencer marketing because he's an influencer himself. So I'm gonna be asking him about how we can sell our FBA products with the help of influencers. So I'm gonna be going straight to the source and talking to an influencer. Now the reason I'm meeting with him isn't actually to do the video, but I'm gonna take advantage of my time with him and do that. But I'm meeting with him because if you've been watching, I've been doing meetups in Montreal and they've been growing. So I thought I wanna provide more value to these meetups, more than just meeting each other, which in itself is a lot of value. But in the next one, I'm actually doing a workshop where I'm bringing Steve on with me and he's gonna be sharing tips on influencer marketing. So let's go meet Steve and talk to him about that stuff. Also, in every video, I give you guys the chance to win a 1-hour free call with me. All you gotta do is click the thumbs up, comment if you wanna win, and then subscribe. That's it. And the last winner was contact me on Facebook to make this work. All right, let's go. So our meeting is at WeWork, and if you guys don't know what that is, it's a co-working space, and I'm highly considering getting a spot here and working from here. I'll show you guys some shots and maybe you can help me decide if it's a nice place or not. Let me know in the comments.
Tips and tuna. Oh man, my hair's on point today.
Why don't you tell everyone who you are?
What's up guys, my name is Steve Daniel, content creator, blogger, vlogger, entrepreneur in the social media world. What I do, I get paid to chill and I help company make money.
I love it. So you're an influencer.
Yeah, basically.
Right? And I told you what we do, but basically what we do, us, is we sell shit on Amazon. We sell stuff on Amazon.
Yeah.
Right?
What do you sell?
We can't say.
That's so weird.
Yeah, I taught him. You can't say what you sell.
I want to know what you guys sell.
Because otherwise, everyone would sell it. The hardest part is finding what to sell.
True.
Right? And then once you start selling, hopefully if you did your research right, you sell. And then if you want to take it to the next level, you do some outside marketing.
Yeah.
Because Amazon has this huge customer base, but you want to be better than everyone else.
Totally.
Everyone is trying to sell on Amazon. You want to be the best. Try to do some influencer marketing. That would be the logical next step, right?
Yeah.
So it used to be that you get a product from China, you put it as it is, and then you sell on Amazon, and that it's that easy. But now it's getting a bit harder with everyone else trying to do that. So mixing the world of influencers and selling on Amazon, that's the present and the future. Right?
That's true.
So that's why I wanted to ask you, as an influencer, go right to the source. What do you guys want from us? Right?
So, I mean, the goal of an influencer, to be honest with you, is to show that they're working with brands. They want to show that they can get some influence, and they want to show that they can be a platform for the brands to communicate to an audience. So I'll give you an example. Back in the days, people used to watch television, people used to listen to the radio, drive by billboards. But nowadays, people don't do that anymore. The new television is Netflix, the new radio is Spotify, the new billboard are social media. So for an influencer right now, the goal is to be able to work with a brand to sell something. I mean, when you start as an influencer, you don't make money right away, but you're still working on your brand, you work on your name, you know. For me, I highly value people that are multi-platform. So not just an influencer on Instagram, but somebody that has maybe an Instagram account, Facebook, YouTube, or a website.
Okay.
Right? So then when the influencer wants to work with the brand, what he's looking for. If he likes your product is enough for the beginning. For example, me, I love food. And when I started doing social media, I was getting approached by a restaurant. I'm not gonna approach a restaurant to pay me to promote their food, but at least give me food because I love food, right?
Right?
So for me, I started with the restaurant industry, and then I got into different lifestyle stuff such as jackets, glasses, stuff like that. So if the first base is if you have a nice product that the influencer can feel that is good for him, sometimes just the exchange can work.
Okay.
You give them the product, and for them they're gonna promote it on their social media.
So we don't even have to pay you sometimes if the product is nice.
Honestly, you don't have to pay sometimes. If they like the product, it's good. And for me, I believe that one of the best goals is maybe to work on a long-term relationship. So you work with an influencer to see at least if you represent well your brand, and keep working with them. Because some people get it wrong. They think that working with an influencer one day will give them sales the next day.
Okay.
But in marketing, like you and I, we both know, people usually don't buy from the first time they see it.
Right.
But if an influencer keeps on pushing the same product over weeks, over months, now people will start to recognize that product and buy from them.
That makes sense. So it's not just one post, one swipe up, right?
No, yes,
it could
more
be.
than that.
It could work.
It could be.
But it's better to build a rapport.
Exactly. Build a relationship with that influencer and try to create more content around your product.
Okay. So now keeping in mind that brands, when we're talking about brands, it's someone like me creating a brand like from their house. It's not brand like Google or like something big.
Yeah.
Right? So someone that's coming to you with a simple product, what would you expect from them? Like to give you the whole marketing, images, the videos, or would you create your own stuff?
Well, you want to work with influencers that are able to be creative. That's it. You want to be able to work with somebody that has their own creative channel and the fact that they can use their own brand and image to showcase your product. Because in the past, I got approached by a company that said, hey, Steve, we want to work with you. This is the video we have for you. This doesn't work. It looks too much like a sponsored post. We want to be able to get the influencer to, let's say, work with you, get the product, make their own photo shoots and stuff like that. But now this is at the point where maybe the influencer is going to charge you sometimes, you know? Because sometimes they're going to say, well, if you want me to do a photo shoot with your product, it costs me to make photos. Okay. So this is where the gray zone here in a way. But most of the time, give them the chance to create their own content with your product.
I love that, honestly, because that makes it two things. Makes it easier for us.
Yeah.
Right? Just take my product, do whatever you want to do with it, and then sell it the way you sell it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't have to like create pictures or videos for you. And then two, I can use your content on my pages then.
Exactly.
I can use them on my Amazon listing, right?
True.
So like we look for lifestyle images for Amazon and they're hard to get from photographers sometimes.
Yeah.
We can get them from you.
But that's the other thing too. So now if the influencer knows that you're gonna use those pictures that you work for your brand to make more money online, sometimes he's gonna charge you because at the end of the day he's creating content for your brand.
Right. But it could be still better than charge or paying a photographer that might not know how to use the product.
Exactly. Because it's a 2-for-1 now.
Right.
You know, for one price you got somebody promoting your product online and creating the content, and for the other part is you have some content that you can use to post on your social media.
Right. So we've said that you don't have to charge sometimes.
Yeah, totally.
Right? And then give them the freedom to do whatever they want. Anything else?
No, that's it, bro. I mean, when you work with influencers, your goal is to be sure that that person has an authentic following, that person is reaching that target audience that you want. Don't always look at the numbers because sometimes you see people with 25, 50, 60K, 1,000 followers, and for real, they have no influence. So do your research well.
Yeah, that's a good point. You don't have a huge following.
True.
Right? How many do you have?
I have 3,000 some.
On Instagram.
But follow me on Instagram. I am Steve Daniel.
We'll put that.
Yeah.
So
put it right here.
Right here. So
and on YouTube right here. Put YouTube here. Twitter here. Facebook.
You have Twitter as well?
Yeah, but I don't use it.
Yeah.
You never know.
All right, so 3,000 isn't crazy, right?
Yeah.
Some people maybe wouldn't consider that an influencer.
True.
But you can sell.
Exactly. And one of the best thing is me, when I got into the social media game, I got into to make money. I didn't get into to just get famous, I got into make money. So sometimes I talk with other people with 50, 100, 200K, and we don't even have the same type of opportunities. Like for me in the past year, I got 4 sponsorships. I got paid to go to Mexico, got paid to go to Portugal, Halifax, and Chicago. Sometimes I talk to someone with 100K, he never got 1 sponsorship to go to Toronto, for example, you know?
Yeah. I
did campaign with MasterCard, National Bank, Car2Go, Cadillac, Chevrolet. I work with a lot of brands.
So these are the brands. Say them again.
Car2Go, MasterCard, Banque Nationale, Chevrolet, Cadillac, McDonald's, Motorola. Like those are all the brands I've worked with in the last 7 months.
And it's not only Instagram, you also have a website that's powerful.
A website and YouTube too, Interjet. When I got sent to Mexico, even though I don't have that much followers on YouTube, it was to make a video on YouTube for them.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so in my Facebook group, I asked my people to ask me questions because I told them I'm going to be meeting with someone who's an influencer. So I told them, ask me what to ask the source.
Yeah, perfect.
So you want to do that?
For sure.
Okay, the first question from Susan is...
What's up, Susan?
What's up, Susan? Her last name is almost what's up.
Susan, just up.
How do you find influencers for your niche?
So, depending what's your niche, it is definitely tough to find influencer for what you want to work on. But Google can be a good source, such as Instagram and the niche that you have. There used to be Iconosquare. I don't know if you know that platform.
I think I've heard of it.
Iconosquare, they used to have that influencer search index that was pretty cool, where you could look up in the index to write whatever your niche is, and they will look all over Instagram to find if that person have that word in the bio. But other than that, you have to do some hard work online and just try to find it. But also the forums and stuff like that, right? Because for me, an influencer is not just an influencer on Instagram. It can be an influencer on a forum, it can be an influencer on YouTube. So there's a lot of influencers, but I believe the best source to start finding is Google.
Okay. And I'd add maybe Instagram, go through the hashtags of your niche. So like pet niche, go to like Pets Montreal, for example.
Exactly.
Right? Okay.
Just pets.
Or just pets. Eebs Turner says, when a brand contacts you for an opportunity, what gets you excited about their message? And then the second part is, what's an example of a message you dislike?
Okay.
So when someone's doing that first contact, what's like the best way to contact you without like turning you off? So
the best way to contact an influencer is try to be personalized in your message. I get a lot of emails. To be honest with you, I get a lot of emails, and for me, the best feeling I have is when I see a personalized message from a brand, such as, "Hey Steve, we stumbled across your Instagram and decided to check your website, and we decided that your brand fits with what we have to offer." You know,
simple.
Just show that you care about that person, put their name in it. Because on the other end, I get messages that they actually look like copy paste. You know, hey, we love what you do. We'd like to work with you. Oh, man.
Even worse, because I'm an influencer in the Amazon niche.
Yeah.
I've gotten emails, hello, insert name here. We'd love to, like, you know, they even change that.
You know, that's bad. So try to be as much personalized to get that end user, like, as much comfy. And I remember when I got the email from Car2Go, like they sent me a message and they say, we saw your Instagram, we went on your website, we saw your YouTube videos. Like for me, I'm like, yo, these guys really want to work with me because they went through all my channels.
Yeah, I can relate to that.
Yeah.
Okay, so Olivier, who's actually from Montreal.
What's up, Olivier?
He might be coming to the next meetup. He says, best to start with micro-influencers with an engaged and buying audience. That's not a question, but that's a good statement.
Yeah, micro-influencer is always good. You start with less people that have less followers because they actually have a greater influence sometimes.
Because it's like selling to your friends. It's much easier than selling to someone you don't know.
Well, instead of paying one big price sometimes to work with a major influencer, take the same budget or less and work with a lot of micro-influencers and you get maybe a better results.
Another good point. Leanne says, ideal budget range.
Depends.
We just said...
It can start at 0, it could be 400, it could be 1,000. It depends what you're looking for.
Okay, next one. Praneet says, what are the metrics you take into account when deciding upon an influencer? Very good question.
Something that you want to take up is when you look at their engagement online. You know, you take the look at the number of followers that they have and what's the engagement, such as if the person have 10,000 followers but only get 100 likes, that's a no-go, right? But if you find somebody with maybe 2,000 followers and maybe like 200 likes, something like that, sometimes that's way nicer. So try to look at the ratio from engagement to followers. The other thing is try to look maybe at the comments to see if that person actually has a real influence, if that person has a real community. Because something that we're going to talk more when we're going to do that meetup is the goal of an influencer, a real influencer, is to build a community, to build a list of ambassadors that to whatever he's going to talk about, they're going to like it. So those are two metrics that you can look when you want to work with influencers, and sometimes references. We'll just ask them like, who have you worked with in the past?
And then look at them.
And look at the campaign that they did, right?
Right. And then also looking at the comments, it's easy to tell who are fake.
Yeah.
Which comments are fake and which are not. Like
exactly.
The muscle emoji and then the heart emoji, those are fake.
It was like 100.
But if it's someone, if it's someone tagging their friends, that's a very good sign, right?
Exactly.
Or a bunch of those. All right. Dima says, what is the best offer? A one-time shout-out deal or long-term commission-based partnership? So a one-time payment or a commission per sale?
Me, I hate commission per sale, to be honest with you.
Good, because we do too.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah. I don't like oh yeah, I'll give you a promo code. I don't like that. But I feel that it's better to work on a long term, such as you have a product and you want to work with an influencer for the next coming months. So that influencer can integrate the product into their brand, such as, for example, these glasses. Okay, these glasses was a friend of mine. He was selling them for like $20. And I was looking for an influencer. I've been wearing those glasses for the past 8 months. I have like 7 pairs, okay? And I've sold a lot after the second month, third month, 4 months because I keep having them with me. So try to work on a long term.
And would you pay them one time or how would that work?
I mean, it depends for you, but if you want to work with an influencer, we love to get paid, right? Because this is our job. Put us on the payroll, I don't know.
Kelly, who's actually from Vancouver, and she might be coming to Montreal for Influence.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Nice, in September?
In September.
Good.
Do they post on multi-platforms, and what are we talked about that, budget expectations, and what will they post? A link, picture review, or like, so you post a picture, would you link it to our Instagram or would it be to Amazon directly? What do you think works best?
What works best is where you feel that is the better for your brand, such as if you have a strong Instagram page, link it to your Instagram. If you have a strong website, link it to your website. But for sure, your goal is to get as much content from that influencer, such as a blog post, more than one story, more than one post, or even a video if possible, right? So try to get as much content from that influencer so that now when you show that to their community, they feel that it's all just like, oh yeah, by the way, go check out the new pen that I received by the mail. It's more like, hey, go check out the top 3 things I was able to discover from that pen company and stuff like that, right?
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, get them to know the brand.
Exactly.
Not just to sell the brand.
Exactly.
Right, that makes a lot of sense. So we're actually doing a workshop for the Montrealers. We're doing a workshop next week or the week after, depending on when I'm gonna post this. It might be, yeah.
Well, look, today is May 17th. Try to post it ASAP.
It just stopped. Okay, we're back. So we're gonna do a workshop and it's gonna be about selling on Amazon and utilizing influencer marketing. So I'm gonna talk about the Amazon part of it, and then he's gonna talk about more details like this video or even more details than that.
Exactly.
Right? So if you wanna come to that, join the Facebook group because I'll announce the details there. We haven't decided on everything yet. And if you're not from Montreal, I'll try to do a video while I'm there. We'll see. And if you want to check out Steve, or if you want to talk to him, go to...
Slide in my DM.
Where?
I am Steve Daniel on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Steve Daniel on YouTube, or contact@stevedaniel.ca. This is the source.
Ooh. All right. Thank you very much for doing this with me.
Thanks, bro.
And I'm excited for the workshop.
All right, guys. See you soon. Peace.
Alright guys, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please leave a thumbs up. It really helps. And if you want to see the next one, I just got my samples for my next product. And I'm going to be opening them and doing a video on how to order samples and how to inspect the sample once you get it. So if you want to see that one, click the subscribe button and click on that bell to know when I post. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.